Good morning. Today is Monday, November 24th, 2025. A psychologist in Israel told Rabbi Biderman the following story. I assume that he told it in a way that did not break confidentiality. And the story, when you hear it, you may think it sounds made up. But it is a true story, and it concerns a married couple with shalom bayis problems, with marital difficulties. So this woman, the wife, she came complaining to the psychologist. Her husband doesn't help at home. He doesn't appreciate me at all. She has the entire burden of raising their children and taking care of their home, meals and cleaning. He doesn't even acknowledge what she does, doesn't express any thanks or gratitude, and she feels very hurt by this. So, psychologist says, let me speak to your husband. He meets with the husband and he says to this husband, don't you realize that you're married to a human being? Your wife works so hard to run your home. Can't you express some gratitude? I mean, everything that she does, can't you maybe give her a gift once in a while, a thank you? And the psychologist felt that by the end of the session, his words had an impact on this man, this husband, and he had the feeling that things would get better for them. Sometime later, the wife comes back to the psychologist and tells him, nothing changed. Your meeting accomplished nothing. It's just as bad as it was before. So once again, the psychologist meets with the husband and asks him, what's going on? So the husband says to the psychologist, what do you mean nothing has changed? Everything has changed since I met with you last. And the husband says, let me explain. I'm a very busy man with my work, with my business. I don't know my wife's birthday. I don't remember our anniversary. I don't recognize when she has had a more difficult day or an easier day. So this is what I did. I filled an entire closet with presents and letters of thanks. And I told my wife that she should help herself whenever she needs it. So when it's her birthday or it's an anniversary, she can go to the closet and pick out something from the closet. And when she's had a particularly challenging day, she can go to the closet and take out one of the letters that expresses thanks for all that she does. I told her she should help herself whenever she needs it. It sounds made up, right? But it's a true story. It sounds made up because it's ridiculous. I mean, is there any heart there? Is that what gratitude is? Go to the closet and take what you need? Of course not. It's ridiculous. It's insensitive. Okay. But that's a true story, and the psychologist had to work on whatever he had to work on with this couple. But then Rabbi Biderman adds, the same thing is sometimes true between ourselves and God. And we should think to ourselves if we have this same attitude, because a person may do mitzvos. They may observe commandments. They may keep Shabbos, they may keep kosher, they may pray on a regular basis, they help people, they give tzedakah, they learn Torah. And as the person is doing each of those things, he or she is filling up the closet with mitzvos for God. And that person is, in effect, saying to God, listen, here are all the mitzvahs that I did. Here are all the presents that I have for you. Whenever you need something, God, go in and take it. But in doing so, that person misses the entire point. Because the entire point of doing a mitzvah, of fulfilling God's wish, is to come closer to God. God says, I want a connection with you. The Zohar says, there are 613 mitzvahs in the Torah. Every mitzvah is a path, or better, a vehicle towards God. Every mitzvah should be used to bring us closer to God. But if we simply accumulate these good deeds and metaphorically put them in the closet and say to God, look, God, how much I filled up the closet. That's not what God wants. God wants our passion. God wants our heart. God wants our enthusiasm. Every mitzvah is another vehicle to coming closer to God. And so it's not just about filling the closet. That misses the entire point. It's about using every action that we do in fulfillment of God's wishes to bring us closer to God, to let us feel more connected to God. And that's the message Rabbi Biderman shared. And it's relevant, and sometimes I think to all of us. Certainly it's relevant to me at certain times. Don't just fill the closet. Connect with God through the mitzvos that you're doing. Because that's what God wants from us. God wants the connection with us. And God gives us many opportunities to reach out and to make that connection stronger. My friends, I want to wish you a great day, and I look forward to seeing you soon in person.